Targa is a mysterious ruin that seems to entice heroes to either greatness or their demise. The gambler, the frontier doc, and the bandito are the right mix of brave and foolish to tread this ground more than once. Can they find the remaining journal pages? Can they save the town? Can they make it out alive? Well, hell, we're about to find out.
Okay, so now we gotta flip over our exploration token, and it is an attack. Okay, good. Is that good? Is that a good thing? Oh, I think I gotta throw these guys back in there. More custodians. Oh boy. Let's see what we get here. If we can get a new enemy, that'd be interesting. Alright, so, okay, well, we got Centurions. We got a peril die of Centurions. So we got 3 Centurions coming our way. Okay, so Centurions are a little different in their setup. They are not checkerboarded, they are together. So let's read about these guys again. Relentless advance. For setup, place in every space. Not checkerboard. Only moves the shortest distance to reach its target. A Centurion is +1 combat while adjacent to one other robot enemy. Alright, so these guys are going to be right beside each other. How many doors does this room have? This has 1 door, so let's go ahead and figure that out. So 3 is back there. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. These dudes are blocking the door. Okay. Power swords. Centurion model. Centurion melee to hit rolls of 6 up. Ignore defense and armor. Blast shields. Armor 5 up. At the end of the hero's attack, if adjacent, for each wound prevented by this armor, the hero takes 1 wound. Ignore defense and is thrown back 1 space directly away from the random adjacent Centurion. Okay. So let's do this, and then let's give them their elite abilities, as if they need them. Alright, so the first elite ability is going to be a 3, which gives them Shield Wall, +3 health. Oh, that's fun. And while adjacent to another robot, they get Armor 4 up. Great. So that is number 3. And then let's roll for the second one. It is on the floor. It's number 5. Energized shields. A hero now takes 2 wounds for each blast shield armor save. Great. So stay away from these dudes is basically the order of the day. That's number 6. No, 5. 3 and 5. Okay. So let's roll for the gambler. You got a 2, but he moves 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gonna move here. Alright, and the dog is going to he's gonna move there. Alright, so these gambler is gonna roll his 4 shots. Okay, good. Alright, so they're not immune to critical hits, so he's got 1 critical hit and 2 hits. So we'll do the crit first because it's got +1 damage. Alright, so that is 4 plus 1 is 5. Their defense is a 3, so it's going to go 2 damage to the guy in the middle. So if you take the guy in the middle out, maybe they'll separate, but I doubt it. They're going to bottleneck. Alright, and he has +2 health and tough. Immune to critical hits. They are immune to critical hits. Well, I didn't apply that. I applied the defense anyway, so it doesn't matter. They are tough. So they are immune to critical hits. That's awesome. All right, so 2 hits. Otherwise, 4 and a 3. So the 4 is going to do 1 damage to him. Oh yeah, they have armor 4 up too. So they may not even take damage here. So that's 3 damage total. And their armor saves are 4 up? Yeah. Okay, so he blocked 1 and took 2. So he's got 2 damage on him for a total of 6 health. Alright. And that's going to give him nothing because you got to kill these guys to get the XP. Okay, now he's going to shoot his 3 shots. Alright, so that's 1 hit. That is a 4, which will do 1 damage, depending on whether or not he can get his armor save. And he does not! So that is another damage to that guy. So that guy does have 3 damage on him from the Gambler. Nice job, Gambler. They go at initiative 3, so the Frontier Doc will go. She got a 2, 1, 2. She, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna shoot her trusty pistol. No, she is gonna shoot her Starbeam projectile. She got a 7. They're immune to critical hits, but that's all right. They all 3 got hits. So for the first guy, is a 1. She's gonna grit that. It's still a 1. All right, for this guy, his hit is a 4, so he's gonna take potentially 1 damage. And then the other guy is a 2, he takes no damage. So he's gonna roll a 4 up armor save, and he does, so no damage. All right, well, good try. All right, so these guys move 4. Yeah, so they move 4. So this guy's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 4. All right, so then this guy has 3 damage on him. Okay. The Bandito is gonna roll to move. He got a 2, so he's just gonna move over here. He got a grit for that. All right, and he's gonna shoot his 4 shots. All right, so you got 2 hits. He's gonna grit that to try to get 2 more hits, and he does not. Okay, so I got a 6 and a 1. The 6 is gonna do 3 damage, potentially. All right, this guy's gotta roll his armor saves and hopefully do a really bad job. All right, so he got 2 of the armor saves, so he's gonna take another wound. So that is a total of, no. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6. He's got 6 health. Okay. And then the pack mule is gonna move up to here. All right, so now we roll to hold back the darkness. We've got a 5, we don't hold back the darkness. Man, we are not doing good with that. Okay, so the Gambler, the dog is gonna move back here. Gambler is gonna roll. He got a 1, so he's gonna go 1, 2. He got a grit. He's going to shoot his 4 shots. Okay. Okay, I gotta remember, if I roll a 6, I also get a grit. And he's gonna roll to recover his fortune. He gets D3 fortune, which is 1 fortune, so that maxes him out on his fortune again. All right, so 4 shots. All right, that's a 6. 4 to 4, that's 3 hits. So the 6 is going to do an extra damage. That's 4, 5. All right, so that guy's got to make 2 armor saves. He made 1 and missed 1. So that puts him at 5 damage. The other 2 hits are regular hits. It's a 2 and a 2. All right, so he's gonna grit that. A 3 and a 3. Awesome. Okay, he's got 3 more hits. 3 more shots. He's gonna grit that. All right, you got a 6 and a 4. That's 2 hits. That's plus 1 damage. All right, so that's a 2. That does nothing. And then that's a 5. That will do 2 damage. He's got to make 2 armor saves. And he made 2. Damn it. All right, these guys are really hard to take out. Shoot. I didn't go far enough. I couldn't go far. All right, Frontier Doc. She got a 5. She's going to move back here. She's going to fire that star beam projector again. She's got a 7 again. So for the first guy, she got 5 damage to that guy. He's got 2 armor saves to make. All right, he failed 1, so we have taken out 1 of the Centurions. Thank goodness. And they give 25 XP. Oh my goodness. All right, so for the next guy, the other 2 guys don't have any damage yet. She does 2. The next guy does 4. So he's got 1 armor roll to make, and he makes, he rolls a 3, so he does not block that damage. Nice job. Okay, so it is their turn. All right, this guy is going to, okay, he can only move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He can only target one of these 2 guys, so we're just gonna move him up. All right, that's gonna suck though, because now they're together. All right. Oh wait, he wouldn't have gotten an armor save anyway because he was apart from that guy. So she did 2 damage to that guy because he was not next to the other guy, so he would not have gotten the shield wall armor save. Okay, so they are going to Relentless Advance. Let's see. They get 1 combat dice. It does 4. Power swords. Centurions, melee to hit rolls of 6 up, ignore defense and armor. Okay, for setup, okay. Centurions plus 1 combat adjacent. Okay, so they're going to be 2 combat dice apiece. Alright, so the 2 against the Gambler. Oh my goodness, 2 6s. What? So he's going to take 8 damage that he cannot block. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Alright, and then the 2 for the Bandito. What? Okay, alright, we're getting rid of these dice. Getting rid of those dice. Wow, that sucked. Alright, so Blast Shields, Armor 5 at the end of the hero's attack. Alright, so that only applies at the end of the hero's attack. Wow, they did max damage on both of those guys. Holy crap, dude. Alright, so the Bandito is going to roll to move. You got a 3. He's going to roll to escape. No, he's not going to roll that dice. Alright, he got a 2. He didn't escape. Okay, so he's going to roll his 4 dice. And he's got a grit. He's going to grit that. All right, so we got 3 hits, doing peril dice damage. Come on, man, give me 3 6s. I got a 4, a 4, and a 3. All right, so that's 2 potential wounds on this guy. So he's got an armor save at 4 up, and he makes both. All right, now this comes into play. All right, for each wound prevented by this armor, the hero takes 1 wound, ignore defense, and is thrown back 1 space directly away from a random adjacent Centurion. All right, so he's going to get thrown back 1 space. He's going to take 2 wounds. And then now he's going to take 4 wounds because of the blast shield upgrade, the elite ability. All right, so that's a lot of damage he's got already. That's 5. All right, 15, 17. Oof, boy. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move the donkey back 1, 2, 3, and roll to hold back the darkness. All right, we did not. So we get another darkness card. Okay, this one says hopeless. Every hero takes a number of horror hits equal to their hero level that do 4 sanity damage each. All right, let's do that. So the gambler is going to take 4 because he just leveled up. So he blocked all but 2, so he takes 2 sanity damage. Okay. The Frontier Doc is going to roll 4 dice. All right, she blocks. She's going to take 4 sanity damage. And then the Bandito is still level 3. 2 6s and a 3. He's going to take 2 sanity damage. All right. That could have been worse. Okay, so that's done. We still got to do Steep Ledge. We didn't do that. But that only happens on this space anyway. So, all right. So we're going to roll. We didn't hold back the artist. Okay. So roll for the gambler. He got a 4. He's going to try to escape. He got a 3. Okay. He's gonna roll to attack. He's gonna spend a fortune and try to escape. He did escape. All right, so you get a 3, which means he can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's gonna roll. Okay, so he got 2 hits there. A 5 and a 4, so that's going to do potentially 3 damage to this guy. And he's going to roll his armor saves. All right, he failed 2 and made 1, so he takes 2 more damage. He's at 4. He needs a total of 6. He's going to roll his last 3 shots. You get a 6, which will give him a +1 damage, and a 4, which doesn't hit. So, got a 2, a 3, doesn't beat their armor. Okay. The Frontier Doc, she's going to move. She got a 6. She's going to roll to heal the Bandito. All right, 3 plus 3 is 6. That's another one of her bandages gone. So that, yeah. All right. So she's going to move back She doesn't really even need it. They're not going to retarget her. So she's going to move over here and fire her. So she got a 6. That's a hit. All right, so for this guy, it's a 1. Does nothing. The other guy's a 3 and does nothing. But she's going to add her 2 collection jar things here. Her collection jar markers to that 3. No, she's not going to do that. She got another collection jar marker for these guys because she's encountered these guys previously and died to them. So she's not going to do that. All right, so now it is their go. He's going to move up and attack, and he's going to move here and attack, which is really nice because now they don't get their armor saves. So they're going to roll to attack. They get their power swords and get 3, which is the shield wall, and 5. Okay, so the power swords is 1, unless they're plus 1 combat next to another robot, but they're not. So for the gambler, it's a 3. He hits, and so he's gonna do 4 damage that the gambler's got to block. He can block this because he didn't roll a stupid 6. All right, so he blocked 3 of the 4, so he took 1 damage. Separate these guys out, and they're not as bad. And then for the bandito, rolled a 5, so he hit. So that's going to be 4 damage. The bandito's got to defend against. All right, he defends all 1 of them. So he's going to take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. All right. So now it is the bandito's turn. He's going to roll to move. Got a 6. He's going to roll to escape. You got a 1. Did not escape. All right, so he's going to roll his shots. All right, that is 3 6s. They're tough, so that won't matter. But let's see if he can do at least 2 damage to this guy. All right, yes. Okay, so a 4, and a 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armor saves this guy's got to make. All right, so he's got 5 armor saves to make. They always get their armor. All right, so he made, man. So he makes 4 of the 5. He takes 1 damage. Damn it. So he's going to take 4 hits. And be pushed back 1. Man, that sucks. Guy should have died. All right. Oh, and the dog is going to move and attack. And you get a 1. All right, so roll into hold back the darkness. Double 1. Okay, double 1. And I've got to do something with that over here as well. No, not for that one. Something where anytime 1 or more encounters are drawn, draw an extra 1. No, it's not that. Nope. Where is it? Oh, the lantern. Yeah, whenever a depth event is rolled, every hero may recover a grit on a d6 roll of 5 each. So the gambler didn't get it. Frontier Doc did not get it. Okay, nobody got it. So much for that lantern. Okay, so double 1. That doesn't sound like it's good. Ambush attack. There are fiendish creatures, demons, in the dark places of the world. Ambush attack. Draw a threat to immediately ambush the heroes. Okay, alright, ambush attack. Just when you think you're out of danger, they pull you back in. Alright, so okay, so 3 custodians and 1 Targa pylon. Ambush attack. Alright, so I'm gonna go here. Here for the frontier dock. And here for the bandito. And then the pylon is gonna rise from the floor. This is not looking good. Not looking good. Alright, so I was holding back the darkness. Thank you very much. And then these are the ones that are remaining in play. Alright, so the ambush attack is going to give the pylons and the custodians, they're going to get a higher initiative. They're going to go to initiative 6, so they're going to beat everybody. Alright, and then let's roll on their, let's roll for the pylons. They get a number 1. I need to grab that other. Pylons will get a 1. Which is +2 health. And then they'll get a 2, which is Darkstone Explosion. Okay, well that's not too bad because he's way back there and he can't move. I just don't want a damn Darkstone Explosion on these custodians again. Alright, so for the custodians, got a 6, which is multi-laser, defense laser as +2 shots. That seems fair. They're up on me, so. And then a 1, which is +4 health. Okay, so they will go first. This one is attacking the gambler. It's got 3 combat dice, rolling 3s or better. Okay, so it's got 1 hit, and they do 1 damage. Start of the enemy's action. Every adjacent hero takes 3 hits. The electroshock, right? Repair 2. Or repair protocol. Okay. So you got +4 health and +2 shots. So he's just got to block 1 of these hits, and he does with a 4. Alright, so now for the Frontier Dock, no hits. And then for the Bandito, 3 hits. So he's got to block 3 hits. Blocks 1 and takes 2 damage. So that's going to move him to 20 damage. Okay. Now it is the pylon's turn. The pylon is going to target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's the Bandito. Well, they do not like the Bandito. So it is one shot, right? Because he's got a 1 and a 2. Right, so it's just one shot at a 3 or better. Got a 4, so that is a hit. And it is D6 hits. So that's 3 hits. Alright, so he's blocked 2. He's going to take 2 damage. That puts him at 22. His total health is a 25. Alright, so that's them. Now we're going to go with the Gambler. So he's got to attack this guy. 4 shots. No, he's got to roll to move. Sorry. 3. He can't escape. He can't get past this guy, so he's got 4 shots. Alright, so that's 4 hits. Wow, he rolled low on that. Does he have any grit? He does not. Alright, so that's a 6, a 1, a 1, and a 2. So that's going to do 3 damage potentially to this guy who's got an armor save of 5 up. Alright, so he saved. And he blocked 1, so he takes 2 damage. But he is going to throw the Gambler back 1 and do 1 point of damage to the Gambler that he can't block. Alright, so the Frontier Doc is going to go. She is going to roll to move. She's got a 3. Roll 2. She's just going to shoot her trusty pistol. She hit once for a 1. Nothing. Okay. Centurions are gonna go. It's gonna move up and attack. Move up and attack. All right. So the Centurions. 1 combat. Right. 1 combat. All right. So he misses. He rolled a 2. He missed. That's on the Gambler. It's a hit for the Bandito. And he's going to take 4 regardless. Alright, so that is going to wipe out Bandito, but he's going to use our 1 revive token to get rid of all of that. Okay. So, that sucks. Now it is the Bandito's go. He's going to roll to move. He got a 2, so that's a grit. Gonna roll to escape. It's a 2, he did not escape. He's gonna roll his 4 shots at this asshole. He's gonna grit those. Alright, so he got 3 hits. He cannot critically injure this guy, so he's just gonna do the 3 peril die. Okay, I got a 6, a 4, and a 3. The 3 does nothing. So that is 3 armor saves this guy needs to make. And he failed all of them. He is done. 25 XP for that. Woo! All right. Good deal. Okay. And that is his go. Oh, the dog. The dog is going to move over here and attack that guy. You got a 3, missed. And then the mule is just going to stay where it is. They don't retarget, so that both of those creatures are targeting the gambler. Okay, so now we're going to roll to hold back the darkness. Got a 7. We need 7. Right? Yes, because we haven't moved up yet. So we passed. But because we rolled a 7, we have to do something else. Alright, anytime a 7 is rolled for hold back the darkness, you must choose add a growing dread card, or every hero takes 2 corruption hits. We're going to add a growing dread card to the stack. Alright, so we passed that. Alright, so the gambler is going to go. He's got 4 shots. Oh my lord. Oh, he didn't roll to move. He got a 5. Alright, so he hits once. That's a 3. That does nothing. And then he's got 3 more shots. That's 0 hits. And then he's got 2 shots with his hold-up pistol that he hasn't used this fight. That's a 5. That's a critical, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so 5, that's going to do 2 potential damage to this guy. He's got 2 armor saves at 5 up. He's got to make. Alright, you missed both of those. He's going to take 2 damage from the holdout pistol. And he's got 4 damage total now out of 6. Alright, initiative 4s go. The pylon is going to shoot at the bandito. Got a 3. Needs a 3. Alright. And then it's going to be a d6 hits. It's going to be 6 hits. Dealing 2 damage each. Okay, so block, block, block. He's going to take 6 damage. Alright. Now we've got the custodian attacking the... Yeah, custodian's going to attack the frontier dock because it does not have any damage. The pylon does not have any damage. 3 combat dice. Does it get any more combat dice? It's get +2 shots, but it's right next to her, so... Alright, so that's 3 hits. Ow. Okay. And she blocks 1 and takes 2 hits. 2 damage. The one on the gambler is going to roll to hit. That's 3 misses. And then the one on the bandito. It's 2 misses and a hit. Bandito takes a wound. Alright, let's roll to hold back the darkness. Got a 6. We did not hold back the darkness, but we have this item that says, once per turn, once per adventure, prevent the darkness from moving on the depth track. And that's what we're going to do, because if we don't... No, we're not going to do that. Not this turn. Because nothing happens. It moves to a 9. Alright. So, we're going to... fire with the gambler. Maybe he can a little bit up. Roll to move with the gambler. Got a 5. Alright, so he hit twice. Alright, 5 and a 1. So the 5 is going to do 2 potential damage. He's got 5 up armor save. He misses those 2, so he is gone. Dude is gone. Nice. 25 XP for that, my friend. And then he's going to take his last 3 shots at the custodian. That is 2 hits, and a 6 is going to be a +1 damage, so we'll do that one first. So that's 5 damage. Their defense is a 3, so he's going to take 3 damage. Okay. they're at plus 4 health, so they're 12 health. And so the other hit is 3 damage, and it does not get past his defenses. Okay. Alright. The dog is going to move up and attack. He got a 5. He got a 5, so that's 2 damage. Good dog. And that is going to give him 10 plus. It's going to give him 25 XP for that first hit. The gambler. Okay, the custodians will go and the pylon will go. All right, the pylon misses. That rolls a 2. The custodian on the gambler misses twice, hits once. Okay, he does not block that, so he will take a damage. Alright, and then the custodian on the frontier dock hit twice. She's going to roll her defense. She takes both of those. And then the custodian on the bandito. 1 hit. He missed that. So he's going to take a damage. Okay, and then it is the turn of the bandito. No, it is the turn of the frontier dock. She's going to roll to move. She got a 5. She's going to roll. No, she's going to stay where she is. Trusty pistol. It's 1 hit. It's 3, does nothing. Alright, then the bandito. Alright, he's got to roll to move. Got a 5. So he's going to grit that hit. Alright, so you got 4 hits. 2 of them are critical hits. They are not immune to critical hits. Right. Oh, you know what? I haven't been doing the electroshock. Alright, so that's like 4 times I gotta do the electroshock for these guys. Alright, so let's do this first. Alright, so that's 2 critical hits. So let's roll those. Oh, that's Pearl die damage. So we got a 6 and a 5. So he's going to take out that custodian. Alright, because they are not immune to critical hits. And then he's going to put the other 2 regular hits on the other custodian. You got a 3 and a 4, so 1 damage is going to go through onto that custodian. Alright, now we've got to roll 3 hits. So it's a total of 12 for each hero, because I had not been rolling those shock hits. Alright, so for the gambler, alright, he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Alright, and then he's got 4 more to roll. 6 damage altogether. That puts him at 17. He has got a total health of 20. Alright. And then we got to do 12 for the frontier dock. She blocked 1, 2, 3. She's going to take 5 from that. And then she's got 4 more she's got to roll. So 3 more. Oof. So that puts her at 12 damage out of a potential 16. All right, and then for the Bandito, oh man, these are bad rolls. All right, so that's 5 damage, 6 damage. And then 4 more. Okay, so 1 more, 7 damage for him. Gosh, back up to 15. All right. But he's going to use his, once per adventure, he's going to use his healing stone. Once per adventure, heal 2d6 wounds insanity. All right, so let's use that. So 6. He's going to heal 6. That is used. It has been used. All right. And then the mule. Can the mule attack? Spooked. The pack mule may not end his move adjacent to enemy on a Posse's escape test. Kick. If the start of this activity choose an adjacent enemy to take D3 wounds, ignore defense, you may move that enemy 2 spaces. I may move that enemy. I don't want to move that enemy. All right, D3 kick for the mule. That's 2 points of damage to this custodian, who now has, that's 5, 6, 7 on it. That's a grit, not a damage. All right, and then the dog is going to attack. The 2, it does not do anything. Okay. Alrighty, so roll to hold back the darkness. Get a 7. We need a 7. Man, come on. Alright, so means in play. Discard. Take 3 corruption hits to cancel a darkness card and add plus d6 to one of your hits. Alright, so we're going to take 3 corruption hits on the Frontier Dock. Just going to take 3 corruption hits. We're going to discard this Dark Fragment and cancel this Darkness card. We're just going to cancel this card. Alright. And then the Centurions are gone, so we can take that down anyway. Okay, so we got rid of that. She's going to take 3 corruption hits. So she passed all but 1. She's going to take 1 corruption. And to me, that's worth it to get rid of that damn card. Okay, so we passed. We don't have to suffer those consequences any longer. Okay, this thing's got 7. This thing's got 1. All right, so the gambler's gonna roll to move. Got a 5. He's gonna roll to a. He got pushed back to here, but he's still adjacent. All right, so he's gonna attack. So he got. We're gonna stick with that. He got 2 critical hits and 1 regular hit. So that's a 6 and a 4. That makes it a 7 and a 5 with his ability. So that's going to take this custodian out. He does not explode, which is good. So that's going to do 1 more damage. So that's going to be like 20 XP for that guy. he is out. And then we got the 1 hit we can spend on that guy. Does 4, so that's 1 damage to that custodian. Alright. And then it is going to be the turn of the pylon. He's going to shoot at the bandito. Got a 6. If he rolls a 6, no, it's just regular shots. Okay, 3 shots that do 2 damage each. He did not defend any of those, so he's going to take 6 damage. So the 6 damage you just got rid of, he's going to take back. Awesome. All right, so the Frontier Doc's going to go. She's going to use a bandage on the bandito. I did not see what dice that was. That's cocked. Alright, so 2 plus 3 is 5 damage off the bandito. She's going to get 50 XP for that. She's going to use another bandage on herself. She got a 5, which is 8. So that's great. That'll leave 4 left on her. And she's got 1 bandage left. Okay, she is going to shoot her trusty pistol. She got a hit. And that is a 6. That's going to be 3 damage to this custodian. Total of 5. It's got 12 health. Okay. Now the bandito is going to go... He's going to shoot at the pylon. He's going to roll to move. He got a 1, so he gets grit. He's shooting at the pylon. He's going to move up 1. No, he's going to stay where he is. All right, so you got a 3, a 4, and a 2. So that's... He's gonna grit the other 2 misses. Okay, so he got a 6, 2 6s, 4 and a 5. All right, so the 4 and the 5 are regular hits. The 6s are critical hits, but is this immune to critical hits? Nope. Darkstone explosion, so he is far enough away from that not to be exploded. It's not immune to critical hits, but it does only bring its defense down from 2 to 2. All right, so we'll do the critical hits first. All right, so 5 and a 1. The 1 does nothing. The 5 will do 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's got 3 there, and then the 2 regular hits are gonna do a 5 and a 6. So that's gonna be 2 and 1. So that's 3 more. So that's a total of 6 altogether out of a possible 10. Because you got that +2 health elite ability. All right, now the dog is gonna move around to this custodian. The custodian should have done its shock attack on the frontier dog. So she's gonna take 3 hits from the shock attack. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then the donkey is just gonna stay where it is. All right, so new round, new hold back the darkness. We didn't. We are going to use this card once per turn, prevent the darkness from moving on the depth track, for once per adventure. Okay, so now we're gonna roll with the gambler. You got a 2, so he's gonna move up here 2, 3. All right, he's gonna roll his 4 attacks. Does he have a grit? He does not have a grit. Okay. Well, that's not great. So you got a critical hit and a regular hit. So the critical hit is going to be +1 damage, and that's 3, 4, and take away 2 is going to be 2 more damage. That's 7, and then the regular hit is a 6, so that's going to be 2 more damage, and that's going to put it up to, that's 8, 9, 10. So that is done. It explodes. But no one is within, oh shoot. 1, 2, 3. The dog is within 3. Damn it. Alright, so it's going to take a D6. The dog's going to take D6 corruption hits. 1 corruption hit. Okay. Come on, dog. Yes, and he blocked it. Okay, that's gone. Alright, now it is going to be the custodian's turn. So it's going to do at the start of the enemy's activation, every adjacent hero takes 3 hits. Alright, so it is going to do the dog. Dog's got to roll to block. He blocked all but 1. And the Frontier Doc's got to roll to block. She blocked 1 of the 3, so she's going to take 2 more wounds. Okay. Puts her at 9. It's a little concerning. Alright, so so let's see. That's his turn. He's got to attack. So 3. Why did I roll my dice for that attack? Okay. So that's 3 hits. She's got to roll 3 defense die, so that's, she takes 2 more damage. Okay. So on her turn, she's going to use one of her side bag herbs. I've got them here. Just don't know where the heck they went off to. Okay, there they are. So gonna use an herb and heal 2d6. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. So that pretty much heals all but 1 for her. Okay. And then she is gonna roll to move. She's got a 6. She's gonna stay where she is. Fire the trusty pistol. She's got 1 hit. And it's 4, so it does 1 damage. So this thing's got 4 damage on it so far. No, 5 damage out of 12. Okay. And then the Bandito is going to roll a move. Rolls a 1, he gets a grit. He's going to just 1, 2, move up and shoot. Alright, he's going to grit that. Alright, that's more like it. So you got 1 critical hit and 2 regular hits. The critical hit is going to do 4 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of 5 is 9. And then the other hits are going to do 5 and a 4. So 1, 2, 3 more. So that's it. It's dead. Holy crap, that was a tough fight. That was a tough fight. Okay. Alright, so let's, everybody pretty much activated on that turn, so let's catch our breath. The Gambler's gonna get rid of 2 damage. The Frontier Doc is gonna get rid of She's going to get a grit. She's just going to take a grit. She's only got 1 damage. The Bandito's only got 5 damage. He is also going to take another grit. He's going. Roll for the dog. He'll get rid of the 1 damage. And that's it. Alright, so roll to hold back the darkness. I can't seem to do that. So we're going to pull down to another Growing Dread card. Okay. And then we're going to roll to move with the Gambler. The only door we have is this one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we've got to play this steep ledge. The Gambler only has a whiskey, so. Alright, steep ledge. One of the walls here falls away, revealing a long drop in the icy caverns below. The pathway feels narrow and whistling wind rushes past your ears, and the snow lashes at your face. It's like you're being pulled towards the perilous edge by a gaping maw of the icy abyss. Any hero ending their move on this map tile must make the following. Strength 4 test. If failed, you must discard a token from your side bag as you stumble, dropping it over the ledge. Also, for every 1 rolled on the test, take 2 sanity damage, ignoring willpower, as the abyssal pull tears at your mind with vertigo. Alright, so strength 4. Let's get a strength of 2. So he made it. Alright, so now we're going to move with the Frontier Doc. She got a 1, so she's going to move up 1. And that stays in play. So that is going to give her a grit. Alright, the Bandito is going to roll the move. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got a strength of 6, sorry, with his gear. Alright, he passed with flying colors. He does not lose his tequila. Oh, he did roll a 1 though. So he's got to take 2 sanity damage or 2 sanity hits. Oh yeah, he's got to take 2 sanity damage. Well, that tequila might come in handy. Alright. And the dog is going to move up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the mule. 1, 2, 3. Dog isn't carrying anything. I'm guessing he's still got to do the strength test. He got a 6, he passed. Alright, so roll to hold back the darkness, even though I can't seem to do that at all. 7, we did it. And we got rid of that card, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so roll for the Frontier, for the Gambler. Get a 2, so that's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and for... he's got a... pass the test. So he did pass the test and he didn't roll any 1s. Good deal. Alright, so the Frontier Duck. She got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She is going to roll her strength. She passed. She didn't roll a 1. Okay, it is a 4, right? 4 up. Right. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And roll to hold back the darkness. Alright, now we're doing better. 11. Let's see. The Gambler's going to move 6, and he's going to open this door. He's going to get on the floor. Let's see what's in here. Okay, we got a mid-passage. Well, that kind of sucks. We're going to move the donkey up 1, because we're going to get rid of this. the Frontier Dock. She got a 3. 1, 2, 3. She is gonna have to roll. She passed. She did not roll 1. The dog. 7, 8. He's gonna look through. Curve passage. Okay. All right. For the gambler, or not the gambler, the bandito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 2, 3. Donkey. Strength of 1. Got a 6. He's doing all right. He is not succumbing to the vertigo. Okay. Roll to hold back the darkness. We got a double 3. Double 3. So our lantern's going to give us a chance to get a grit. We need a 5 up. So for the gambler, we got a 4. It's cocked. Nope. Nope. Nobody gets a grit. All right, so double 3s. You know, I was thinking I haven't had a blizzard, and I think this is a blizzard. No, it's not. Okay. Creeping darkness. The darkness moves up 2 steps on the depth track. Great. 1 is a... Oh, I shouldn't have gotten that Growing Dread. I should have been a darkness card. Okay, so now I get the Growing Dread card. So I do get the Growing Dread card. So 1, 2. I've rolled so horribly on this. Alright, remains in play. This card's attached to a random hero until the end of the turn. While adjacent to another hero, you are -1 defense and -1 willpower. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Alright. So while he is adjacent to another hero, he's going to be -1 combat and -1 defense and -1 willpower. That sucks. Okay. Alright. So we're going to roll for the dog's going to move up and look through the door. You've got to be kidding me. A short passage. Okay. I think we're going to get all the passages. For the gambler, get a 2. 1, 2, 3. For the Frontier Dock, 5. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's gone. Take that away. All right. Roll to hold back the darkness. Get a 6. We do not hold back the darkness. We are going to lose from this. Alright, let's see. Vampire Hunter. Every hero must roll a d6 for each wound they currently have on them. On a roll of 1 or 2, take 1 sanity damage, ignoring willpower. Any hero KO'd by this also gains a bitten marker. If you have the rules for bitten markers. Alright, so he has got 5 wounds. Alright, so we're rolling a d6 for the bandito 5 times. On a 1 or 2, they take a sanity damage, ignoring willpower. Okay, so 1 sanity damage for the bandito. Moves him up to 5. She has 1 wound. The Frontier Doc has 1 wound. She's fine. Unfortunately, I'm going to make 15 rolls for the Gambler. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 sanity damage. Let's just keep a note of that. 4, and then 7 more dice. 5 sanity damage. Alright, nobody's bitten. So that one's done. Do have the rules for bitten, so that could have been interesting. Alright, the Gambler. The doggy. He's going to go up and look through the damn door again. Alright, so we got something different. An ancient street. An ancient street. And we need an exploration token on there. Dog's going to move up to there. Gambler. Got a 2. 1, 2, 3. Frontier Doc. She got a 2. 1, 2. Bandito. Got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we've moved up into where we need 8. Nope. Yeah, we've been past that. Okay, 9, 10. All right. Okay, so hold back the darkness. Give me a 12. Give me a 12. All right, got a 7. We did not hold back darkness. And he's gonna go down to 14. I think we're gonna lose just because of that. All right, so we got our clue. Let's roll the D3. We got 2 journal pages. All right, so we found the last 2 journal pages. Here we go. All right, we got 2 encounters, but we had to draw 3 encounters. I think we ignore the encounters because this is the last room. I think we ignore the encounters and any attack. All right, so this is going to be the last room. Okay. The final pages. When the heroes discovered the clue icon with the last journal pages, enough to give them 5 journal pages total, they have found the objective room where the original expedition had been attacked. Ignore any attacks or encounters listed on the final exploration token. Also ignore any door gate icons on the token as the objective room has no exits. Reveal all growing dread cards on the stack. I cannot stop any of these because I do not have enough grit for everybody. All right, so let's do this. All right, so the first growing dread. Move the darkness forward 1 on the depth track. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, let's see. Each hero gains 25 XP. Well, that seems great. Why would I complain about that? I'm sure there's nothing terrible coming after that, right? And for the rest of this adventure, enemies gain 2 free elite abilities. Well, that's, yeah, okay. There's a trade-off here. The darkness moves 1 forward on the depth track. If this moves it into a blood splatter growing dread space, each hero takes 1 corruption hit. Well, it doesn't matter because the darkness has escaped. That is unfortunate. But let's see what our epic fight would have been. Who would we fight in our epic fight? I tell you, I rolled so terrible on these Hold Back the Darkness rolls. I think that's the worst I've ever rolled on those rolls. Alright, we would have fought... Oh good, 1 librarian and 6 centurions. We would have lost that fight anyway, trust me. Okay, so Targa has once again defeated us. And this is the last mission for this group for a while. So we're going to figure everything up and come back. Okay, we're back and we figured everything up. So we've got to do our corruption rolls for these characters. So the Gambler has quite a few, I didn't even realize, items with Darkstone on them. So he's going to have to roll a total of 6 tests to see if he needs to roll for corruption. Okay, so he's got 2 he needs to roll for. And he passed both of those. Woo. Okay. So that's the Gambler. Frontier Doc has 2 she needs to roll for. So she passed those. And then the Bandito has 2 because the Darkstone... A brace of Darkstone pistols, and he's good too. Alright, so they're all good. They are going to be headed back to town. They're going to go to a small town because this town is destroyed. So they're going to have to roll for their travel hazards. So on a 1, 2, or 3, we're going to have a travel hazard. So for the Frontier Doc, or for the Gambler, nope. Yes for the Frontier Doc. And yes for the Bandito. Okay. So we're going to do a D36 for these. And then because we lost the mission, I will read the failure for the mission. Failure. If the mission has failed, the heroes do not get back in time to save the town and it is overrun and destroyed by the creatures. Heroes may not visit a frontier town after the adventure, but instead must proceed directly on to the next adventure. Each hero takes D3 corruption hits from the sight of the mangled remains of the town they failed to save. Alright, so we may still have some problems. So we're going to do these travel hazards first. And then we'll do the corruption hits for the mangled town. Alright, so the red dice is for the 10th place. So 41 is Stampede. We are going to roll a strength test for each of these characters. So we're going to start with the Frontier Doc. She's going to roll 2d6, 3d6. Not bad. Alright, strength 4, she's fine. For the Bandito, he's fine. And then for the Gambler, he is fine. Alright, so everybody passed. You're going to get 15 XP for that. Just write that down real quick. And then we'll do our final travel hazard. 24 is our next travel hazard. And that is Darkstorm Convoy. As you ride the trail, you come across a convoy of wagons carrying a load of Darkstone and armed guards. They tell you that the town up ahead is paying top dollar for any Darkstone they can get their hands on. During your town stay, any Darkstone shards sold by the heroes are worth $25 each. Well, this convoy is going to be sadly upset because the next town has been completely destroyed because we failed our mission. So, let's move on to the failure conditions for this mission to complete this mission. Alright, so each hero is going to take D3 corruption hits. We're going to start with the Frontier Doc. She's going to take 2. So she passes both of those. The Bandito is going to take 6. That's not good. Okay, he's gonna mutate. Bandito is gonna mutate. And then finally the Gambler is gonna take 1. And he did not pass that either, so he is also gonna mutate. Perfect. Alright, so for the Gambler, we're gonna give him a roll here, 55. 55 is fused with rock. Fused with rock. Your skin has become fused with chunks of rock, making you lumbering and slow. You're -2 move each turn. However, you also gain armor 4 up. And then for the Bandito, we got a 54. What is 54? Fused with item. That's interesting. Your skin and muscle have grown out, extended around one of your items, making it part of you. Choose one of your items you're carrying, either one-handed or two-handed. From now on, that item may not be unequipped. Alright, fused with item. Let's see what items he has. He's got a brace of pistols that he's been using, so I guess he's fused with his brace of dark stone pistols. That's probably not good. Probably not good. Alright. So that concludes the mission, and that actually concludes this campaign. I've really enjoyed this campaign. These characters have come a long way from when they were first level 1 characters. I really have enjoyed playing them. I've had a lot of luck. There's a lot of ups and downs. I definitely seen just about everything that you can do in the Old West, that's for sure. Targa was very much a challenge for this group. It seemed like moving on to some of the other worlds it can be very difficult. But I enjoyed it every step of the way, and I am looking forward to the next campaign. Thank you for joining me in all of these episodes with this group. It's been a long, hard ride, but I think it's been worth it. And I'm looking forward to the next campaign, and I appreciate all of you watching my channel. Like and subscribe.
The dust gathers behind the mutated forms of this infamous posse as they ride into the sunset. Gone, but not forgotten. And who knows, maybe we'll see them again someday. Besides, what's one horribly destroyed town among friends anyway?